All right.
We're playing Toy Story. How's everyone doing today?
I'm great. All
right.
Oh, you actually see the Sega controller? We haven't played this in forever.
Yeah? I remember playing this for approximately 5 minutes at one time 10 years ago, and I didn't care for it.
I think what I remember is me and Johnny only getting as far as, I think maybe Sid's room or something.
Okay.
So, like, I remember like a dark level or something was
level.
spinning in a circle.
Yeah.
I can't remember. But, yeah. So, Sean, what's your favorite Toy Story movie?
Toy Story 1 is the only really good one.
Oh, wow. All right.
Toy Story 2 is okay. Right. Now, this game looks pretty darn good. For the Sega Genesis, they were really cranking out them as much as they could out of the system, that's for sure.
It's Disney.
Disney. The Disney interactive games from back then were really good. Like Lion King was really good. Aladdin was really good.
Yeah.
This one was not good, but it looks good.
Okay.
Okay. So
I was very mesmerized by this game.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember it.
You died, I think. Did you? Oh wow. That's a good winning animation.
Yeah. All right.
All right. So level 2.
All right. So
Toy Story 4.
Toy Story 4. Sean, what do you think?
Tell me what you think first.
Okay, fine, because I know yours isn't going to be positive. I think that it looks good, but...
What looks good?
The trailer.
It looks nice. Visually.
I'm talking about story-wise. It looks interesting, but I think I was more excited for Toy Story 3, based off the Toy Story 3 trailer. This one's still... It's not bad, but I kind of feel like what I'm getting out of it is... I mean, they are doing something a little different. What it looks like is, you know how Woody's always the one that wants to get home, you know, and get back with Andy or Bonnie or whatever it would be. This one, it looks like after talking to Bo, he is kind of more interested in staying out, like as a free toy, as a, you know, freedom, you know, have some freedom as a toy in like a carnival, it looks like, or something. Because I think Bonnie said something like that. I don't know. He said something about like you handled this lost toy better than I can, or something like that. And I think she's kind of talking him into saying like it's not so bad, so maybe he wants to stay. Sort of like, it sounds like kind of the same thing he did in Toy Story 2, where he wanted to stay for a while. You know. And it's like the opposite of Toy Story 3 now, where like every other toy wanted to stay at the what do you call it, the nursery or whatever it was. I can't remember. Daycare, yeah. And now in this one, it's like the opposite. And like he wanted to stay here in Toy Story 4, but in Toy Story 3, he just wanted to do everything to get home because he knew it was an accident.
Wow, that's level 2. Jonathan hasn't played this in a long time, and he knows what he's doing.
He's just killing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like it's kind of following a pattern.
There he is.
In all the Toy Story movies, like Toy Story 1. You know, kind of focused around Buzz Lightyear kind of taking the spotlight from Woody. And then Toy Story 2 went into the opposite with Woody having his own like spotlight, with having like the Roundup gang and stuff, and you know, the pretty much like the female Woody, Jessie, and you know, his horse, Bullseye. And so then in the third one, it kind of started all over again with you know, all the toys wanting to stay at the daycare, and Woody being the only one that wants to leave. And now in the fourth one, it looks like, you know, maybe all the other toys want to go save Woody from being out, you know, where he wants to stay. You know? So it's like it kind of keeps going back and forth here. Same thing with Toy Story 2 is like he wanted to stay at with the Roundup gang or whatever, you know, to be put on display or whatever, and then they had to talk him out of it. And then 3, you know, it's like they keep going back and forth with roles. But I mean, overall, I'm excited about it. I really like Toy Story 3. It's probably my favorite. Sorry.
Toy Story 3 is your favorite film?
I think so.
How?
I don't know. I just, it's really good. I think because it was like a our generation kind of film. So it's like, you know, you kind of feel more like it was specifically made for us.
Well, yeah, you know? It was made for people that were going to college and getting away from their toys. That's why they waited so long to make a third one.
But it's like our generation, yeah. But so here's the thing though. I understand like why they did that with 3, but I feel like 3 had such good closure that I don't really see why they need a 4th.
They don't.
So
it's just more money.
But they're so confident about like how it's going to be. You know, like how it's gonna turn out. It's gonna turn out great and everything. And Tim Allen and Tom Hanks are really enthusiastic about the project and everything.
Well, yeah.
So, but I mean, I feel like, you know, more so than they were in the other ones, I guess. I don't know. But, I mean, it's Pixar. You know, you can't really mess up. Pixar, like, does everything right. Pixar and Disney.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe not Disney, but Disney has recently had some good and bad ones. But Pixar, they're always really good.
Pixar has kind of not been so good the last couple of years, too. Like, the Good Dinosaur flopped pretty hard.
Oh, is that Pixar?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Okay, well...
You don't even know what that one is.
No. I know what it is, but I never saw it.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a nightmare scene.
Okay, so is this the dark room?
Maybe.
Dark level?
I remember this one being challenging.
You have a bad dream
if it's the
about
same one
a
I'm thinking
huge
of.
Buzz Lightyear with real lasers.
This is...
Yeah, I think this is it.
This is taking
I think, if
a
I remember,
lot of liberties.
goes in a circle. Something's going in circles.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, yep, that's it. Circles. See, I told you. I remember something with circles.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, we're back.
I love cheating.
Yeah. We did a level select, and we cheated our way to the top.
All right.
Yeah. So, anyway, before we die again, I saw the Toy Story 4 trailer, and I'm really disappointed because it's this same exact rehash plots from Toy Story 1 and 2.
Okay, which is?
Like, every single movie has the toys get separated from the humans storyline, and yeah, I'm just really disappointed that they really haven't had any original ideas with Toy Story since 2000 when the second one came out, because Toy Story 3 rehashed the plot from Toy Story 2, and Toy Story 4 looks like it's going to do the same exact thing, but it's also going to rehash stuff from Toy Story 1 as well.
Okay.
And I'm sure it's going to be entertaining. Like Toy Story 3, for the most part, you could sit down and watch it and enjoy it. I mean, I haven't done that in like pretty much since it came out.
Okay.
But I'm sure I'll go watch Toy Story 4, watch it once, be entertained, but it's not going to stick with me, you know? And I really like Toy Story 1 the best because it told a completely original story, and the characters were really, really fleshed out. Like, it focused on Woody and Buzz and their personalities and desires so much. It was really original in that, like, you expect this big grand adventure, but it was mostly just a small adventure, and most of the story was just, you know, Toy Story, was mostly just Woody learning how to not be an asshole. Because in the first one, Woody is the antagonist of the entire film. Like Sid sure is like a pseudo antagonist, but then now, because we're in the fourth film, there's no hint of that left. There hasn't been since Toy Story 2. He's like this selfish or selfless Mickey Mouse-like character that doesn't really have a good personality anymore. We're like,
because they relied on other people to be the antagonists, like Stinky Pete in the second one, and Lotso.
Right, and that's another point I hated about Toy Story 3, is that they did the same exact thing with Lotso, Hug and Bear that they did with Stinky Pete. Because Stinky Pete, you think he's a good guy, you think he's trying to help Woody out, and then toward the end of the film you figure out, oh, this good character that I thought was good is actually bad. Oh no! And then they did the same thing in Toy Story 3. Oh, Lotso, Hug and Bear. Turns out he's not so good. Oh no!
Yeah.
Now I have to escape him, and now he's trying to keep me captured here. Same exact plot as Toy Story 2 with just better graphics, and and worse characters, because half the characters in Toy Story 3 were really annoying. All the new toys were just really annoying and not memorable. Like Jessie and Bullseye were at least funny.
What do you think of Wayne Knight?
Oh, he was
Toy Story 2.
Oh, he's great. He adds a lot to Toy Story 2.
I hated the character, but I liked Wayne Knight's voice in it.
I hated the character. Why?
I don't know. I don't know. He's just.
I always found him really stupidly goofy.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I guess because like we know he's the bad guy, so I was like, you know, you just don't want to root for him or anything.
Oh
Even
no,
though he's like he has his stupid moments and everything.
Well, I mean, like he's sort of the villain you love to hate, kind of like Biff from Back to the Future.
Yeah.
But I've always liked him because he's just goofy.